mother? She seemed really distressed when you took her outside earlier.
Yeah, well, she just needed some air. She's back in her room now having tea with your mother.
Oh, well, at least they're not at each other's throats.
No. I think I finally calmed them down, although it wasn't easy considering how upset Teresa made them.
I just cannot believe she's not going to take that offer.
Oh, you know, she insists that she is Mrs. Julian Crane and she's entitled to the entire Crane fortune.
So now what happens?
Well, you go to court, she loses.
Right, because of the loopholes you found in the Bermuda divorce.
Yeah, I mean, I know I can prove that Julian wasn't legally divorced from my mother when he married Teresa. God, this whole thing is such a mess.
Well, how are you holding up?
I don't know, it's frustrating, you know?
Yeah.
I can't figure out why I can't make Teresa understand that she's missing out on a terrific offer.
$10 million, it's pretty terrific.
Yeah, and it's going to be the only offer. I just want to protect Teresa and make sure she can take care of herself and the baby. If she keeps being this stubborn, well, I hate to say it, greedy.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm starting to think that it's not about the money with Teresa.
Well, what else could it be? What else could Teresa want?
You.
Teresa, why won't you listen to reason, mija? You think about what you have in your hands right now. $10 million. And the Cranes have offered to give you additional support for you and your baby if you drop the lawsuit.
But that's not enough, Mama. I want to go to court to prove that I am Mrs. Julian Crane and that I am legally entitled to everything.
But even your own attorney is advising against it. He told you, accept the settlement and forget about going to court. He is so sure that you will lose.
Well, I am certain that I won't.
You're making a terrible mistake. A mistake that will cost you everything.
You thought you were saving your family? From what, Antonio? What were you saving your family from?
Is there any more coffee in this thing?
No, you don't. I asked you a question. I want an answer. What could cause you to leave your mother, your family, people that I know you loved, without so much as a note? And then you stayed gone for all these years without any contact, never letting them know where you were, or even if you were still alive? Look, I'm not judging you, Antonio, but I want to help. What is it? What caused you to leave? What were you trying to protect your family from?
Love.
Oh my God, it's you. It's really you. All this stuff about loopholes proving Julian's divorce from Ivy wasn't legal could just be a bluff, Mama.
You don't actually think Ethan would lie to you?
No. But he is Ivy's attorney, Mama, and she is his mother, and of course he wants what's best for her.
I think he wants what's best for you, too, Teresa. Ethan is a man to be trusted. And he wants to protect you. Why can't you see that?
I know what he's doing, Mama.
Then drop the case. Take the $10 million. And secure a future for you and your baby.
Secure. Maybe. But alone.
Teresa. You can never have Ethan back. Not after the pain you've caused him. Just take the money, mija, and move on with your life.
Can't you understand, Mama, that it's not about the money? I don't care about that. It's Ethan. About getting him back. It's all about Ethan.
Me?
Don't look so surprised, Ethan.
You think Teresa's doing this has to do with me?
Yeah. I mean, if it were about the money, she would have taken the 10 million. I think this is about you, Ethan. I think she wants you back.
But no, I've made it very clear that we're not getting back together.
Well, obviously, she hasn't accepted that. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I realize that you are her sole motivation in doing this.
No, Gwen, you're wrong.
Okay, maybe, but think about all the crazy things she's done in the past couple of years. It's been for you. I mean, even, like, going to Bermuda and trying to get Julian to take you back into the family?
That definitely backfired. Oh, he ended up getting her drunk, marrying her, and now she's pregnant with his baby.
Yeah, and, well, none of it ever made any sense, and it ended up costing her your relationship. But her drive, her force has been to please you. She loves you, and she wants you back.
Well, she always said she did it out of her love for me. She never meant to be deceptive.
I have to disagree with you on that one.
No, you're right. I mean, she was deceptive, but, I mean, she never meant to hurt anyone. Certainly not me.
No, I don't think she did. Where are you going?
I have to talk to Teresa.
Ethan, will it ever be over for you? Will you always let your love for Teresa get in the way?
Why did you leave Harmony all those years ago, Antonio? Why did you feel like you had to protect your family?
Because I did.
From what?
It's taken Luis so long.
Obviously, it's something you don't want to talk about.
Yeah, that's right.
When I think about what it cost you, all the pain it caused the rest of your family.
I'm sorry, Beth. It's not open for discussion.
All right, all right.
The only thing I will tell you is it has to do with the Cranes.
The Cranes.
Yeah.
What is it with your family and the Cranes?
I'm not so sure I know what you're talking about.
The Lopez Fitzgerald and the Crane family.
My mother works for him. That's about the extent of it.
That's right. Unless Luis told you, you wouldn't even know.
Unless Luis told me what.
Well,
What is it?
maybe you should just talk to Luis about it.
No, Beth, I want you to tell me. What's going on? What is it between my family and the Cranes?
You're here. It's really you.
Yes.
And this is really happening.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I've dreamed of this moment. I prayed that it would happen.
So have I.
I thought that I lost you. That you were gone forever.
I thought I'd lost you, too. I thought I'd never see you again. I thought that this was all over.
But it isn't.
No. We're here. Together.
As we should be.
Yes. Don't let go of me.
No. I'll never let go of you. I'll be together. Always.
I am not doing this for the money.
It's all for Ethan.
To get him back.
Eso no es posible, Teresa.
Mama, you're wrong.
Ethan has made it very clear
You said that he is still trying to protect me, that he is still looking out for me, and he wouldn't do that, Mama, if he didn't still love me.
Ethan doesn't deny his feelings for you, Teresa, but he has told you that your relationship with him is over.
I know what he has told me, Mama.
And Ethan is a man of his word.
And I am a woman of mine. And if I say that I will get Ethan back, Mama, I will.
You're going to be hurt, Teresa.
No. No, everything is going to work out the way I have planned. Nothing is more important to me than Ethan and my family. And winning this lawsuit will help with both. Mama, wouldn't you just love to live in this house?
No.
All of us together as a family, Mama. Paloma could come back home. She could live with us again. I could afford to take care of our family forever.
Teresa,
And you wouldn't have to work here as the housekeeper. You could have an entire staff wait on you.
I don't want to live in this house. And Luis would feel the same way. Besides his hatred for the Cranes, his memories of Sheridan would make it impossible.
But this place is incredible.
I'm happy with our own home, our family home.
Mama, our home was badly damaged. You have no insurance.
I will find a way to rebuild it. And if you take the money, then that would do it. And it could pay for Paloma to come home. God knows you don't need the entire Crane fortune or this mansion to help your family and your baby.
But I need it all to get Ethan back.
Ethan.
Sorry to interrupt, but I need to speak with Teresa.
Ethan, if it's about the offer, I haven't changed my mind.
It's not about the money. It's about us. You and me.
So what's going on, Beth? What is it between my family and the Cranes?
Well, brace yourself, okay? Because you're not gonna like it.
Yeah, well, I figured that much. Now, what is it?
Okay, well, I guess it all started when your sister Teresa got a job as Ivy Crane's personal assistant.
She did.
It was a way for her to get closer to Ethan Crane, Ivy Crane's son. He was supposed to be heir to the Crane fortune.
Supposed to be.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, she and Ethan got to know each other so well that Ethan broke off his engagement to another girl.
My sister hooked up with a Crane.
Not exactly. Turns out Ethan wasn't a Crane after all. He's Sam Bennett's son.
Sam Bennett. Wasn't he a cop or...
Well, he's chief of police now. Anyway, Ivy and, Sam were madly in love years ago. But nobody knew because her family would not have approved.
I guess not, considering she was the governor's daughter.
Yeah. Well, long story short, Ivy was tricked into marrying Julian. Found out after they were married she was pregnant by Sam. Passed Ethan off as Julian's child all these years.
Wow.
Yeah, but the truth just came out last year. Turned into this huge scandal and just at the wrong time for your sister. Her wedding to Ethan was stopped dead in its tracks.
Wait a minute. Teresa was going to get married to Ethan?
Oh, they were madly in love, but Ivy accused Teresa of exposing Ethan's real paternity to the tabloids.
Well, why would she do that if she was so deeply in love with him?
Well, she said that she didn't, but Ivy's accusations were really damaging, and Teresa was desperate to clear her name and patch things up with Ethan, so she goes to Julian and begs him to take Ethan back into the family.
What, you mean Julian just kicked Ethan out? Even though he'd raised him as his own son?
Oh, please, he didn't have the bluest of blue Crane blood coursing through his veins.
So let me take a guess. Julian turned Teresa down and then didn't take Ethan back.
Well, you got the last part right. But he didn't turn Teresa down. Instead, he got her drunk, married her, and then slept with her.
No.
I'm sorry, Antonio, but there's more. Teresa's now pregnant with Julian's child.
Oh, that bastard. Taking advantage of my little sister, ruining her life?
Teresa's strong. I mean, somehow she's making the best of it.
How, when she's having Julian Crane's baby? Damn him. Look, if I'd only been there, I swear.
No, listen, Antonio, I am not going to let you blame yourself for this. There's nothing you could have done.
Yeah, but if I hadn't have left...
It still could have happened.
I should have been there for my sister.
Come on. You and Luis are so much alike. You know, he blames himself for this too. But there is only one person to blame for this.
Julian Crane, the scum of the earth. I'm glad he was murdered.
Wait a minute, if you didn't know about Julian and Teresa, how did you know that Julian was murdered?
You're really in my arms.
Yes.
I'm holding you.
My love.
Kissing your beautiful face.
You know, ever since I came to Bermuda, I could feel that you were here. Especially in this hotel, I could feel your presence so strongly. I thought it was just my imagination, but now I realize I wasn't imagining things. It was just my heart trying to tell me that you're here.
That's how strong our love is. How deeply connected we are.
And I believe that. I believe that we will always be in each other's hearts.
Forever.
But I'm frightened.
What?
If this isn't going to last, that we're going to be separated again, that we're just not meant to be together.
Come on, don't say that.
You feel it
Please.
too. I know you do. You're as afraid as I am that this wonderful moment, it's just not going to last. We'll be torn apart again, and then we'll have to live through the pain of losing each other all over again. The thought of losing you, I just can't bear it.
I want to talk to you about our relationship.
All right.
I'll leave you alone then.
Teresa, something hit me when I started thinking about all the things you've done in the past.
Oh?
Well, you always told me that you did it out of your love for me.
Yes, Ethan, that is true. I love you so much, I would do anything for you.
Yeah, that's what worries me.
What are you talking about?
It's what you're doing, you know, with this lawsuit. Laying claim to the Crane estate. Could this be about me?
You?
Yeah. I need you to be honest with me, Teresa. Are you pursuing this lawsuit for you and your baby, or are you doing this to somehow get me back?
How did you know that Julian had been murdered?
You're a nasty piece of work, Crane.
Oh, indeed I am. That's all the more reason to remember the threats that I made before you departed Harmony years ago, and I promise you, I will make good on each and every one of them.
Antonio.
I guess I read in the paper. Heard it on the news.
Yeah, well, certainly in the headlines.
Yeah, I guess it was.
You know, they still haven't caught the murderer.
No, huh?
No, but Chief Bennett is in charge of the case, so I'm sure it's just a matter of time.
Well, I hope they never catch him. Julian Crane deserved to die.
I'm so afraid.
Don't be.
I'm afraid that this wonderful moment won't last, that you'll just be taken away from my life again.
I'm not gonna let you go.
What if you don't have a choice like last time?
And strange lights in the sky.
I still don't know how we were brought together.
Doesn't matter. It was an incredible moment.
But that's all that it was. It was a moment. But even though we clung to each other, even though you handcuffed my wrist to yours, we were torn apart. As quickly as we were brought together, we were torn apart again.
No. It's like my heart had been ripped out of my body.
I was shattered. No. This has to stop. We can't keep doing this. We can't keep destroying ourselves like this. This has to just stop right now. I don't understand what you're asking me.
I think it's very clear. Are you pursuing this lawsuit in hopes of us getting back together somehow? I want you to be honest with me.
Why are you asking me this?
Why are you refusing to answer?
I'm not. I just need to know.
Well, I'm worried about you.
Why?
Well, like I said before, I mean, moving forward with this lawsuit is terribly risky. You stand to lose a lot.
Well, I could also win a great deal.
If you win. But like I said before, I'm pretty sure you won't.
We'll see.
Look, Teresa, even if this judge votes in your favor, I want you to understand that that doesn't change anything between us. Our relationship is still over. I've been very clear about that.
I know that you have said that before.
And I'm saying it again. Look, this lawsuit isn't going to change anything between us. And if you're pursuing it in hopes of us getting back together, well, it's not going to happen. And you have to know that. I don't want to see you give up $10 million in security for you and your child for me. We don't have a future together anymore. You need to move on, and so do I.
It is difficult for me to move on. I am pregnant.
But that was your doing. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound so harsh.
Julian got me drunk. He took advantage of me. It was him.
I know. But if you just would have been honest with me from the beginning...
Ethan, please just give me another chance.
No. It's over. There are no more chances. You lied to me too many times.
Everything I did was out of love for you.
I know, but, I need to move on with my life. Try to establish a career. And it's hard now without the Crane name behind me, so I have to start fresh.
You're a wonderful lawyer.
But it's not easy to start from scratch. I need all my energy. So I need to focus on putting my life together, moving forward. So do you. I can't go back in time. Nothing can change that. Certainly not a lawsuit.
You're wrong, Ethan. That's exactly what this lawsuit will do.
I'm glad Julian's dead. If anyone deserved to die,
You're not alone in thinking that.
I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did.
He was not a very popular man.
It's a miracle somebody didn't take him out before. You know what? Enough about the Cranes. I am glad that Luis has you back in his life, Beth.
Yeah, well, it's gonna take some time. Luis is still trying to get over his lost love.
Well, it looks like me and you are in the same boat.
What do you mean?
Well, the woman I'm in love with, she's trying to get over the love of her life, too. Trying to move past it.
I'm sorry.
As of late, I think she is moving past it. Seems like she's turning more toward me.
It's funny. I've been feeling the same way, just in the last few weeks. Like Luis is finally beginning to turn toward me, too.
We can't keep doing this. We can't keep coming into each other's lives only to be torn apart again.
What? Why are we destined to suffer?
I don't know.
but to keep losing you time after time, it's just too much.
Both of us.
Whatever the reason, we can't keep doing this. It's destroying both of us.
Every time we're separated, I have to relive the pain of losing you again.
And the joy that I feel right now, being with you, being in your arms.
It's incredible.
It just makes me think how wonderful it is. How special our relationship is.
Our love is forever, though.
That's how long I want to hold on to it forever. But it just makes it that much harder when it's taken away from us.
We just have to try to make it different this time.
Why should this time be different than any other time?
We'll make it different, okay?
But this seems to be something that's just out of our control.
This time, we'll control it somehow.
I have to be honest with you. This last time that we were together, and we were separated, the night of the lights, I had to force myself to accept the fact that you were gone from my life forever. Even though I hoped and I wished and I prayed, I knew that you weren't coming back, and even though I knew I would never stop loving you, I had to let go. I know that's what you would have wanted me to do.
To spare yourself the pain.
I was just starting to move on with my life.
What's happening?
I allowed myself to feel something for another man. And now you're here, my great love, you're here. And I just want to hold you forever, but I don't think I can. I can't keep losing you. I just can't.
Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't know you were in here, Mr. Lopez Fitzgerald. I'll come back later.
That's okay. I just came up to get something. Look, if you want to wait, I'll be done in a minute.
Yes, sir.
Always.
Where'd you go? My love. He's gone. Why? Where? Oh, no, don't tell me. No, it was just a dream. He wasn't even really here.
Teresa, he was trying to do the honorable thing just now by trying to keep you from doing a terrible mistake.
But it is not a terrible mistake.
A mistake that will cost you and your baby a lifetime of financial security. You think about it, Teresa. $10 million.
Think about the billions that I am entitled to, Mama.
Well, Ethan says you're not. He says that the...
I don't care what Ethan says about the law. It is up to the judge to decide.
He was very honest with you, Mija. He told you that no matter what you do, your relationship is over. And this lawsuit, it won't win him back. Nothing will.
I don't believe that, Mama. I will never believe that.
Mija, listen. Too much has happened. And Ethan is right. You can't turn back time.
What if I can, Mama?
Turn back? What?
Yes. What if I can go back to where everything started to go wrong when Ethan learned that he wasn't a Crane, that he wasn't Julian's son?
Wait, you're not making any sense.
Mama, what if I can give back everything he lost from not being a Crane? My mistake was going to Bermuda to ask Julian to take Ethan back into the Crane Empire as his son and heir. Now I realize that Julian would never have done that, but as Mrs. Julian Crane, I can. I can make Ethan a Crane again.
Oh, no, Teresa.
Mama, once I win that lawsuit, and the Crane Empire is mine, I can give Ethan back his identity. I can give him back everything that he lost. I can give it all to him.
Okay. And so she believed you?
Well, what choice did she have? I told her flat out what the score was.
That if she followed through with the lawsuit
And was using it to try to get me back. It wasn't going to happen.
and she understood that.
She had to. It was the truth.
Oh, this is Teresa. She sometimes bends the truth to make it what she wants it to be.
Well, look, not this time. Because I made sure that we were both clear about what would happen. And Teresa and I have to move on with our lives.
You said that?
In those words. You know, I told her that our relationship is over and that we can't get back together. Nothing could change that.
You know, earlier when you went down to talk to her, I thought maybe you were remembering what the two of you had together.
No.
And that maybe you wanted to rekindle...
Gwen, it can't be. Right? Not now, not ever.
So her response was, I mean, she can't mix this around in her head and make it something else.
Well, I guess anything's possible, but I really don't see how she could misconstrue what I said.
This is Teresa we're talking about here.
Yeah, it is.
I am going to win that lawsuit. And when I do, when I am declared Julian's lawful widow, the Crane Empire will be mine. And I will be able to give Ethan back everything that he has lost. And not only that, I know that I can get Ethan back as well.
But he told you that
Mama,
you...
our relationship is not over, no matter what Ethan said. In fact, it's just beginning.
My God. You're going for more than I even imagined.
I am going for all of it, Mama. And I will have it. Ethan, the Crane name, the Crane Empire, everything that I have ever dreamed of will be mine. And no one is going to stop that from happening.
You actually think you can steal the Crane Empire from me, Teresa? Foolish, arrogant girl. Nobody takes anything from Alistair Crane. Nobody. I think perhaps it's time for me to get into this game.
No, I've never loved anyone the way I love Diana.
She's a lucky girl.
Oh, no, I'm the lucky one. It's like I found pure gold. Even better than gold. I guess I sound kind of corny.
How can anything be corny when it comes from the heart?
And it does.
You know, I never stopped loving Luis. It was so hard to see him so much in love with somebody else. But I wanted him to be happy. That's all I've ever wanted. And now that he's on his own, I can do that. I can make him happy.
And I can make Diana happy, too. I mean, I know she's got this other man in her heart still, but he's not coming back. And I know she'll always have a little piece of her that loves him. And I'm okay with that.
Good for you.
Yeah. It's just something I have to deal with, you know?
You know, I have almost a mirror situation. It's like, I know Luis will always love his old flame, but I'm not jealous of that love.
Just a big waste of time and energy if you are.
Yeah. I know that what Luis and I have is just as special. Because it's ours.
That's right.
I mean, we're here. You and I are here for Luis and for Diana. And we love them.
No, you're right. And a past love that isn't here, can't take that away from us.
Hey, we're all set.
I really am sorry for disturbing you, sir.
It's no problem.
A dream. That's all it was. It wasn't really here. But it seemed so real. Tim, it's really him. It wasn't a dream. He's really here.